Hello and welcome to the first class of 2023. My name is Alejandro from Flow into Nature, and today we are doing a beginner core yoga class. We're doing a little flow today. If you need to, grab a block if you have one. If not, no worries. We don't really need it for class, but it's always better to have one in case you do. And there is a playlist in the comments below in case you want to have a little bit of music for class. Go ahead and grab it, and when you hit play, come back and meet us. We're going to get started today with a block if you have it, or just in an easy seated position. Go ahead and get yourself seated. You can be either cross-legged, you can be sitting on your shins, whatever's going to be the most comfortable for you as we start off today's class. So once you're there, just let the spine be nice and tall. Let the shoulders just relax down the back. Option, if you'd like, you can bring your index fingers and your thumbs to touch, creating a mudra. And we'll place our hands on our thighs. Know that you can place them up if you want to receive a little bit more energy. If you need a little bit more for yourself, bring the palms down. Maybe you want one of each. Options up to you. Lengthen up a little bit of the spine, feel the core engage, and I invite you to gently just close the eyes. Allow yourself to start to breathe, to be in this moment. And for this series, we're going to be working on strength. Today is a core class, so yes, we're going to keep working on our core. It's always one of the main group of muscles that we want to keep engaged, so keep us strong. But more importantly, it's the strength as we start the new year. Starting off with a foundation of strength so that we can muster and we can power through the goals that we set, any New Year's resolutions, or maybe just because we want to continue to strengthen our body, our mind, and the unity with our soul. So for you, what area do you need a little bit more strength in? This might be your physical health. This might be your mental strength. This might be a little bit more strength in willpower to say yes more or to say no more. This might be an actual physical strength, being able to hold chaturangas for a little bit longer, or maybe just push a little bit further in your classes so you can continue to progress wherever you are. We're always building this muscle. Strength is a muscle, whether it's mental, whether it's physical. We have to continue to build it. We practice it over and over and over again. And that allows us to continuously build strength, give us more resilience, more perseverance, and for you to continue to grow in any way that you need most. All together, let's take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up the belly, into the chest, open up through the collarbones. Open the mouth to let it all go. 2 more big breaths. Inhale, fill up and lengthen through the spine. Keep the core engaged as you slowly exhale out through the mouth. Couple more breaths just like that on your own. Breath in. Feel the strength inside of you. Breath out. Take a couple breaths on your own. One more breath in. Open the mouth to let it go. We'll slowly blink open the eyes, and we'll find ourselves in a tabletop position towards the top of our mat. If you have a block, you can move it out of the way. We're going to come onto all fours, hands down, directly underneath the shoulders. Knees down directly underneath the hips. We're going to move a little bit into the spine, into the torso. That way we can really just help to stretch out all the muscles in the spine. We're going to start with a cow pose. We're going to lift up through the tailbone. Let the belly drop, open up through the heart as you pull it forward. Let the chin go to the sky. And then as you exhale, cat pose, tuck the tailbone. Press into the ground to round through the spine. Bring the chin all the way into the chest. We'll move just like that. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly. Open the heart and chin high. And as you exhale, cat pose. Press away from the ground. Lift the heart, chin into the chest. 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose. Open the heart. As you exhale, heart to the sky. 1 more. Inhale, cow pose. As you exhale, cat round and curl. Come back into a neutral spine. We're going to start moving into a jump rope situation here. So move your spine, your ribs to the right, then lift and press away from the ground. Start to move your rib cage to the left, then down to the right, up to the left, down and to the right, like you're using your spine as a jump rope, so we can make a nice big undulated circle moving in one direction. This really helps to move every muscle around the core, really just helping us get prepared for class. Let's do 2 and 1. We'll switch directions. Now move the rib cage to the left, press away, lift to the right, down and to the left, up and to the right, down to the left. Just like that. Add any other movements, maybe in with the neck to make it feel good. This might feel a little weird, but trust me, it's helping us just to help move all of those core muscles that wrap all around our body. Beautiful. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back to a neutral position. From here, tuck your toes. Press into the hands. We're going to lift the knees 2 inches off the ground. Turbo dog. Really press into the hands. Try to lift the heart up. Micro bend into the elbows. Feel the belly pull in. The core is really strong and engaged here. We can also use this to warm up our wrists. We can rock a little forward and back, forward and back, forward and back for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly drop the knees back down. Take a seat onto your heels. Just give your wrists a nice little shake out. Just because we're going to work on them a little bit, just so we can give them a little break. Find that strength within you once again. Press the hands down. Tuck your toes. Start to lift the hips up and back. Your first downward facing dog of class. Really press into the hands. Feel the strength from the upper body to press away from the ground. Let the shoulders melt towards your thighs. Let the head and neck be nice and heavy. And really try to lengthen up through the tailbone. That's going to help lengthen our spine. If you need to, and you can see the video, you can see that my knees are a little bent so that my spine is really long. Once you're here and it feels good, start to stretch out just your right leg. Really press away from the ground. Try to press the right heel to the ground. Beautiful. Bend the right knee. We're going to extend through the left. Try to bring the left heel down. Press a little bit more into your right hand if you can. Nice. Bring the left knee back in. Extend again through the right leg. Right knee bends. Extend through the left leg. Left knee bends. 1 more time. Right. 1 more time. Left. If you have really open hamstrings, if you feel like your spine is not curving, you're welcome to extend both of the legs, really pressing the heart back. But if your spine is not there yet, maybe you need to bend into the knees. You can even let the belly touch the thighs. Take another breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. Bend into your knees, take an inhale. As you exhale, look forward, slowly start to walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Feet will come behind your hands. Feet are going to stay nice and wide. Bend into your knees. Grab onto opposite elbows. From here, you can gently start to sway side to side. As you sway, let all of the tension roll from the lower spine off onto the shoulders and off onto the mat. Maybe if you'd like, you can shake your head yes, shake your head no, shake your head yes once again, finding that strength inside of you. When you're ready, slowly release the hands down to the ground. Option, if you'd like, you can bring your big toes to touch, leaving a slight space between the heels. Maybe you want to keep your feet wide for a little bit more balance. Look behind you. We'll slowly start to roll ourselves up. Nice and slowly, no rush to get to the top. One vertebra at a time as they stack. Your head and neck are last to arrive. Once you reach the top, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. One more time, up, back, and down. Reach the arms all the way up to the sky, finding your mountain pose. Gaze up. Try to touch the sky. Bring your palms together. Bring your hands to your heart center. Samastitihi. Beautiful. I invite you, if you'd like, close your eyes and set an intention. My intention is strength. How can you use that strength within your body, within your mind, to strengthen your yoga class? Trust your intuition. Trust what comes to you. And if you need a little mantra, the mantra for today is I am strong. Repeat it after me one more time. I am strong. All together, take a breath in with that mantra, with your intention. As you exhale, just relax a little bit more into the body, feeling that strength. We'll start to move. Blink open the eyes. Inhale, mountain pose. Press into the ground. Reach all the way up to the sky. With your right hand, grab onto your left wrist. Take another inhale. As you exhale, side stretch to the right. Bend your right knee. Send the weight onto the left leg. Reach the right arm. Reach the left arm to your right. Finding that nice big stretch all across the left side of your body. Really try to add weight onto your left leg. Try to pull your left shoulder back a little bit more so you can feel the stretch even through the front of your ribs. Take one more inhale, lengthen. Maybe you stretch out both legs as you exhale. Try to dive just a little bit deeper. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Switch out the grip, grab your right wrist as you exhale, side stretch to the left. Bend your left knee, weight is in the right foot. Press your hips to the right as you pull your right hand to the left. Once again, let that top shoulder roll back. Feel the stretch all across the right side of your body. Maybe you want and lengthening both legs if you can. Take another inhale. Can you dive a little deeper? Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, mountain pose. We'll rise back through center. Look up. As you exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Hands come through heart center as we fold all the way back down to the ground. Relax the head and neck heavy at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands either to your shins or onto your thighs. Avoid pressing into your knees. Really press away from your legs. You'll notice how that lengthens and opens up more space between your legs and your torso. That's your core helping you engage. Now relax the hands. Shift forward onto your tippy toes. Feel the shoulder blades pull behind you. Take another inhale. As you exhale, high plank, plant your hands down. Step your feet back to a high plank. We hold. We breathe for 4. Press into the ground. Engage into the legs. 3. Maybe drop the hips a little bit more. 2. And 1. Our first vinyasa. Shift forward as you exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend the elbows 90 degrees. Keep the elbows really tucked into the side body. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press into the hands. Try to lift the knees off the mat as well. Engage the legs as you press the feet down to help engage the glutes. Protect the low spine. Try to lift up through the center of the heart and the crown of the head. Breath in. As you exhale, downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. We'll take one breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Beautiful. Bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, forward fold, step or hop the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen the spine. As you exhale, forward fold. We move breath to movement. Inhale, mountain pose, reach it high. Grab your left wrist as you exhale, side stretch to the right. Option to bend that right knee. Inhale, mountain pose and reach up. Grab the opposite wrist. As you exhale, side stretch to the left. Option to bend the left knee. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine again, pressing away from the legs. As you exhale, high plank, plant your hands, your feet go back. Option, if you need to do a different chaturanga, shift forward, drop the knees, lift the heels. Chaturanga, now we bend the elbows 90 degrees. Now drop the feet back to the mat. Inhale, up dog, opening up through the heart center. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath in through the nose and exhale through your nose. Bend your knees one more time. Exhale, look forward. Forward fold, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen the spine. Engage the core. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Press as you rise all the way up. Core is engaged. Grab onto your left wrist as you exhale, side stretch to your right. Option to bend that right knee. Inhale, mountain. Grab your left wrist as you exhale, side stretch to your left. Bend the left knee. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. As you exhale, high to low plank, your vinyasa. Step the feet back. If you need to drop the knees, shift it forward. We lower down halfway. Untuck the toes. Inhale, up dog. Open the heart. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth to let it go. Now seal your lips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through your nose. Option to breathe like this, your ujjayi breath, your breath of fire, your breath of strength. Inhale. Exhale through your nose. Slowly shift forward into a high plank and drop the knees down to the mat. We're going to do our first round of core. From here, we're going to extend the left leg back. Option to bring the left toes to the mat. From here, option to extend the right arm forward, tenting the fingertips on the mat. You're welcome to stay here and do the movements from here. If you want a little bit more, maybe you lift the back leg. Maybe you engage a little bit deeper into the core. Start to lengthen your right arm forward, finding your balancing tabletop. Really engage the core. Try to lengthen the foot and the hand that are lifted. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to crunch. Elbow will meet the knee. Knee will meet the elbow. In the middle, squeeze. Press away from the ground. Inhales to lengthen. Exhales to crunch. You got it, just like that. Lengthen, inhale. Crunch, exhale. Keep moving, breath in. Crunch and breath out. Try to squeeze in the middle, breath in. Crunch, breath out. Inhale. And exhale. One more, breath in. And crunch, breath out. Inhale, lengthen it out. As you exhale, tabletop, drop your right hand, drop the left knee. We'll switch to the opposite side. From here, engage the core. Right leg will step back. Option to keep the foot and the left hand down as you reach that left arm forward. And you can just kind of do the movements from here and come back to it. Or option to lift that right leg, lifting the left hand. Engage the core, press away from the ground. Lengthen the lifted hand and foot. Inhale. As you exhale, crunch, elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Press away from the ground and squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhales, crunch. Lengthen, breath in. Crunch, breath out. You got it. Inhale. Nice and strong. Exhale. Keep moving. Breath in. Crunch, breath out. Inhale. Crunch, breath out. Lengthen, breath in. Last one. Crunch it in. Exhale. Inhales and lengthen. As you exhale, tabletop, drop the left hand, drop the right knee. Beautiful. Once again, tuck the toes. Lift the knees 2 inches off the ground. Turbo dog. Once again, breathe. Yes, you can. Hold it strong. If you need to kind of cheat out of this, maybe you rock a little forward and back so you forget you're working out your core. We're holding it a little bit stronger. Press away from the ground. Core is engaged. If your core is shaking, that's beautiful. You're doing it right. If you need to take a break, take it. Then meet us back. 10 more seconds. Breathe. Don't focus on the time. Focus on the breath. Nice, easy, stable breath will really help keep the mind calm, even no matter how hard we're working. Last breath in. As you exhale, drop the knees. Once again, take a seat onto your heels. Shake out the hands. Well done. All right. When you're ready, if you need to, take a sip of water, and we'll meet us back in a downward facing dog. Once you're there, press into the hands. Heart goes back. Option to bend the knees. Maybe the legs are extended. Take another inhale. Open the mouth. Let it go. Seal your lips. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Feeling that strength as the body starts to warm up even more. Inhale. I am strong. Exhale. Bend your knees. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, forward fold. You can step or hop to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Right away, inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees. Sit back, sit down as you reach the arms up high. Breathe. Shift the weight back into your heels. Look down. Can you see all 10 toes? Maybe you lift the toes off the mat and then slowly try to place them down from your pinky all the way down to your big toe. Squeeze the legs together. If your feet are separated, squeeze the inner thighs so you can ignite, and you'll feel the muscles almost in the back and the bottom of your legs really help ignite. Engage even into the glute. And then from there, try to sit a little bit lower. Try to lift up a little bit more from the heart. Maybe you fall out of it. That's okay. Just get right back into it. This is one of those poses that helps to strengthen the whole body. Every single joint. Try to sit down a little lower. Reach the arms a little higher. Last breath in. As you exhale, forward fold to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen your spine. As you exhale, chaturanga, your vinyasa, step the feet back. Remember to shift forward, lower down, halfway. Option to drop your belly if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open through the center of the heart. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel to the sky right away. Breathe. Make sure that your right toes are pointing down. If they're pointed towards the right wall, point them down to square your hips. This is going to help strengthen the lower back a little bit more. Try to lift that right leg a little higher. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring that right foot all the way towards the top of the mat. It'll settle right between the hands. Drop your back heel down to a 90-degree angle. Left arm will start to create a nice big circle and open us up to our warrior two. Breathe. Really engage into your back leg. Imagine the left inner arch is pulling up. We're trying to open up the hips as much as we can here. Your left hip is going to pull back. Now look at your right knee. Can you see your right big toe? If not, let your right knee fall open so you can see your right big toe without your hips moving. Know that if you need to, you can shorten your stance. If this feels really easy, widen your stance a little bit more. Gaze is over your front middle finger. Engage from your obliques and your core to lengthen up and away from the hips. Arms are strong even though they're floating. Inhale. Can you sit a little deeper into your lunge? Exhale. Inhale, reach it forward. As you exhale, side angle. Right arm comes down. Option to make a big circle with your left arm to reach it all the way up. That just helps protect our shoulder. Notice that I'm balancing on my right thigh. You can stay there. If you want a little bit more, maybe you bring your right hand to the inside of the thigh. Either way, press your right knee open with your arm. Try to lengthen through the spine and rotate the shoulders towards the ceiling. Take another breath in. Can you twist just a little bit deeper on your breath out? Inhale, reverse warrior. We're going to keep the legs right as they are. The right arm reaches up and back. Nice big side body stretch. Little to no weight in your back hand. I like to bring it behind my thigh so I don't press down on my knee and reach up and away like I'm trying to touch the top back corner of your room. Wherever you may be, reach up a little bit higher. Inhale. As you exhale, your vinyasa, we're going to cartwheel the arms down. The right legs will step back. Remember, drop the knees if you need to. Shift forward, lower down halfway. Inhale, up dog, opening through the heart center, releasing the core. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, inhale, your left heel will reach to the sky. Three-legged dog, breathe. Again, if that left foot, the 5 toes are pointing down to the ground to square the hips. Engage into the left glute. Try to lift the left heel a little higher. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring that left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Place it between the hands. Drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior 2. Option to make that big circle with your right arm to open you up. Again, breathe. Engage into your back leg. Feel the outer edge of your foot press into the mat. Again, we want to open the hips. Use your hands if you need to. Pull the right hip back. Just try to square the hips to the side of your mat. And then look at your front knee. Is it over the ankle? Can you see the big toe? If not, let that left knee open up. Again, do you need to widen your stance, shorten your stance so that you feel safe, comfortable, yet strong in the hips? Lengthen through the sides of the body. Arms are forward and back. Gaze is over your front middle finger. Inhale. Can you sit a little bit lower? Keep the left knee open. Breath out. Inhale, we reach forward. As you exhale, side angle. Again, option to rest on the left thigh and open up through that right arm, maybe with that big circle. Maybe if you went for it on the other side, that left arm can come to the inside of the left thigh. Either way, pull the left knee to the left side. Really engage the core. You can look straight in front of you. Maybe you look up towards your top hand. Feel the core engage. Use the strength of your arms. Try to open the heart towards the sky. Breath in and a breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Again, legs stay as they are. Just the upper body moves. Left arm goes back. Right arm has little to no weight. Reach up and away. Feel the stretch all across the left side ribs. Feeling nice and good as we've done all that core work. One more breath in. As you exhale, vinyasa, cartwheel your arms down. The left leg will step back. Shift forward. Maybe you drop the knees, lower down halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Opening up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose. You're doing great. Exhale through your nose. Let's keep building strength as we flow. Bend into the knees. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, you can step or hop top of the mat. Forward fold. Right away, inhale, chair pose. Maybe you sweep the ground. Sit nice and low, arms go up. As you exhale, forward fold to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Engage the core. Lengthen the spine. As you exhale, high to low plank vinyasa. Plant the hands, feet go back. Shift forward, we lower down halfway. Inhale, up dog, open up. Exhale, down dog. Right away, inhale, right leg to the sky. As you exhale, low lunge, right foot between the palms. Drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior two, opening up, keep the right knee open. As you exhale, side angle, right arm can go to the thigh or onto the inside. Open that left arm. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach it up and back. As you exhale, vinyasa, cartwheel the arms. The right leg steps back. Know that you can skip these vinyasas. You can go straight into a down dog if you need it. Inhale, up dog. As you exhale, down dog. Take you what you need. This is your class. Inhale, left heel to the sky. As you exhale, low lunge, left foot steps all the way forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale, warrior two. As you exhale, side angle, left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back, sinking into the lunge. Exhale, vinyasa, cartwheel the arms. The left leg goes back. Shift forward, maybe you drop the knees, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath, let's reset, inhale. Nice and strong breath, exhale. Last time, no changes. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. As you exhale, you can step or hop to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. How low can you sit? As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, vinyasa, plant the hands. Feet go back. Shift forward, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Stay strong. Inhale the right heel to the sky. As you exhale, low lunge, right foot between the palms. Drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior two. As you exhale, side angle, right arm down, left arm high. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach it up and back. As you exhale, vinyasa, plant the hands. Right leg goes back. Shift forward, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel to the sky. As you exhale, low lunge. Drop your back heel. Inhale, warrior two. As you exhale, side angle, left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. As you exhale, your vinyasa, plant the hands. Left foot steps back. Shifting forward, exhale, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Keep feeling that strength within your body. We're only getting stronger. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. Where do you need to soften a little bit more? Breath out. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. As you exhale, we're going to step our feet to the top of the mat. Very slowly, gently take a seat. We're going to move into a little bit of core work. From here, lowering all the way down onto your back. Beautiful. We're going to bring the heels. Should be able to gently just tickle the heels. Interlace the hands behind the back, behind the neck. Grab on. We're going to move into regular crunches. Most of us have done these. We're not going to lift all the way up. Take an inhale. Try to lengthen the spine. Keep the core engaged. As we exhale, half crunch up. Inhales to lower. Exhales, half crunch up. Try to lift straight up to the sky. Keep moving. Crunch. Lower. Crunch. Lower. Keep moving. We're not doing the military crunch where you lift all the way up into the knees. This helps to protect a little bit more of our spine. It really helps if you lift straight up rather than to the knees to really engage every part of our transverse abs, our six pack. Yes, you can. Strengthening the front side of our abdominal wall. Keep going. Keep breathing. If you need to switch to open mouth exhales, shh, as you crunch, shh, to make it a little bit easier, feel a little bit more forceful as that diaphragm contracts to really help the core contract as well. You got it. Here for 5. Last 4. Yes, you can. Lift a little higher. 3. For 2. 1. Last one, we finished to 0. Well done. Bring your knees into your chest. Quick, gentle squeeze and a hug. Breath in and a breath out. Beautiful. Bring both of your heels back down. We're going to let the knees drop over towards our left. I like to slide my bottom hip kind of towards back the middle of my mat so that my spine stays straight. It's okay if your knees don't necessarily touch the ground or if one knee is lifted. That's why you have a block. You can place it there. But even if it's just lifted just like that, interlace the hands behind the back once again, working into our obliques. Inhale. As we exhale, crunch once again, straight up. We lower. We lift, lower, lift, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You got it. Crunch, crunch, breathe. Try to lift the left shoulder blade off the mat. Yes, you can. If it starts to get a little hard, we're in it together. Keep building that core strength. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Beautiful. Just let the knees fall over towards the opposite side. Again, align the spine, bringing that bottom hip underneath the top hip. From there, interlace the hands. Gaze up, inhale. Exhale, crunch. Lower. Crunch. Lower. Again, try to lift that right shoulder blade off the mat as much as you can. It's okay if it doesn't fully peel, but giving it your best. Keeping that strong mindset. Keeping that strong core. Working towards getting even stronger so we can lift it even higher. Breathe through it. You got it. 5, 4, a little higher. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Beautiful. Bring both knees back into your chest. Give yourselves a hug and a squeeze. Rock it a little side to side. From here, grab behind your thighs. Start to rock and roll forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Once you reach the seated position, plant your hands. We're going to step our feet all the way back, dropping onto our forearms. We're going to find a forearm plank. Really bring your shoulders directly above your elbows. Press the mat away. Squeeze the elbows together. Engage the core. Engage the legs. Again, if you need to, you can modify by dropping your knees, still shifting gently forward. The core is still fully engaged. We breathe. I know we've done a lot of core work already. The core is feeling strong. The mind is calm, stable, and we are in control. We're almost out of it. We're halfway there. Press a little more into the ground. Tuck the tailbone a little deeper. Squeeze the legs. Maybe you try to shift onto your tippy toes. Almost out of it. Last 10 seconds. Breathe through it. Nice, easy, calm breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, gently drop your hips all the way to the ground. We'll move into a Sphinx pose. Untuck your toes. From here, imagine you're pulling yourself forward. You're trying to bring your elbows a little closer to your hips and really lift up through the center of the heart. You'll feel your whole core stretch. That might feel really good after all that core work. Maybe you look over your right shoulder toward your right heel, just to stretch out the left oblique. Then switch, look towards over your left shoulder, your left heel. Feel the stretch through the right side oblique. Maybe add a little smile because we're getting stronger. I am strong. Breath in. As you exhale, slowly just find your way back into a downward facing dog. Any way you want to get there. Know that there's no rush. Take a breath in when you're there. Open the mouth, let it go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. With all that strong core work, we're ready to move on for our last little part of class. Breath in and a breath out. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. As we exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat, forward, fold. Inhale, chair pose right away. Bend into the knees. Arms go up nice and high. We breathe. From here, we're going to move into an eagle posture. We're going to keep the left leg down. Right leg is going to come up and over the left. If you look at my left foot, I can either use it as a kickstand. I can single wrap around the leg. If you have it in you and the flexibility, you can find a double wrap. That's not necessary, but if you can do it, maybe it feels good in your body. Squeeze the legs together. Really try to let the hips drop down. Same as that chair pose. Weight is a little bit more in the heels. Feel the core engage to lift and lengthen the spine. And from here, we're going to bring the right arm underneath the left. Maybe the palms come to touch. If this is not accessible for you, try to find a bear hug, grabbing onto the shoulders. Try to lift the elbows so that they're up and in line with the shoulders. Press the hands away from the face. We'll find 2 more breaths right here. We'll slowly start to stand up, bring that right knee high, unravel the arms as you reach them up, one-legged mountain inhale. As you exhale, dancer's prep. Kick your right foot back. With your right hand, grab onto the inside arch of your right foot. Know that you're welcome to stay right here and breathe as you work on balance. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take another breath in. As you exhale, dancer's pose. Kick your right foot into your right hand. Keep that left arm lifted. Kick a little deeper with that right foot. We'll take 3 more breaths. Slowly start to unwind. Come back. Release the right leg. Bring your right foot down. Hands to your heart center. Your core is probably feeling really strong. We need a lot of core to help balance in these postures. You're doing great. Super strong. Take another inhale. Let that all just sink in. Admire your body and your strength. Breath out. We'll move on to the opposite side. Inhale, chair pose. Maybe you sweep the ground to sit down nice and low. We're going to keep the right leg down. The left leg will rise up and over the right. Again, kickstand, single wrap, or double wrap. Wherever you are, squeeze your legs together like they're one big root into the ground. From here, we're going to bring our left arm underneath the right. Maybe the palms touch. Maybe you're just going for that bear hug. Again, try to sit the hips a little lower. Lift the elbows. Core is engaged. Imagine everything is squeezing into your belly button. And breathe. We'll slowly start to stand up. That left knee will rise. Unravel the arms as you reach them up. Then move into your dancer's prep. Kick the left foot back. Grab onto the inside arch of your left leg. And again, maybe you stay right here. Just work on balancing. That's perfect. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take another inhale. As you exhale, kick back. Move into your dancer's pose. Again, the main driver of the pose is kicking back. The core keeps the upper body engaged to balance. And we breathe. Know that if you're falling out of it or you're wobbling a lot, that's part of the posture. You're doing it right. Breath in. Kick a little further back. Breath out. Slowly, slowly start to come back with as much control as you can, releasing the left leg. Hands to the heart center. Take a moment, take a second. Remind yourself of your intention. Feel the strength within your body, all the work that you've done. Be proud of that. There's strength in finding admiration for yourself and for others. Allow yourself to do that right now. We'll do a last sunny just to close out the class. Take an inhale, reach up. As you exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Our last vinyasa, inhale, halfway lift, really lengthening the spine. As you exhale, high to low plank, plant the hands, feet go back. Shift forward, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, opening up to the heart. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Lift your heels, roll all the way forward. We'll find a high plank. We're going to lower ourselves down to our bellies, nice and slowly. Bend the elbows. 4, 3, 2, keep that core engaged, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your belly to the mat. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Hands are going to come right behind the shoulders, a little closer to the ribs. Beautiful. You can keep your nose on the mat, maybe your forehead if that's a little bit more comfortable. And we're going to move into a couple cobra crunches. Press the feet down. The knees will lift. Keep the legs super strong. Your big toes are touching. Take an exhale. Release all the stale air. As you inhale, lift the shoulders up. Cobra pose. Beautiful. You can keep the hands down. Hands are light on the mat. Use the strength of your upper back muscles and your lower back muscles to lift you up. You can look forward, you can look down, whatever's more comfortable for you. Take another inhale. Can you lift just a little bit more? As you exhale, slowly lower to the mat. Inhales to lift you up. Exhales to lower. Inhales, rise. Exhales, lower. Just like that. Move slowly. Move to your range of motion. Try not to go much deeper than you think you can. Again, the feet are pressing down. The hands are really light. You're moving with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Almost there. Two more. Last one. We're going to bring one ear to the mat, arms along by your side. Bend your knees, heels to the sky, and windshield wiper your legs. Drop your heels to one side. Bring them back up to the other, to the top, to one side, top, to the other side. Do that a couple more times if it feels good. Really helps to release tension from the lower back. And when you're ready, just gently, any way you need to and can, flip yourself over like a pancake, just coming onto your back. We have finished out class. Last little bit of time just to stretch out. Really helps to solidify all the work we've done. We're going to start in a figure 4. Heels close to the glutes. Right ankle will come up and over the left knee. Flex your right foot. We're just flexing because that's going to help protect our right knee. With my right hand, you can press the right knee towards the bottom of your mat to the opposite side. That's just helping to open up our right hip. If you feel like that's really intense, you can always back off. If you feel like not much is happening and you want a little bit more, we can take it up a notch, lifting the bottom foot, grabbing that left thigh, flexing both of my feet, pressing my right knee away, letting my shoulders and head relax, and I'm pulling my left thigh in towards my heart. Keep that right toes flexed just to help protect the knee. Maybe you're here, maybe you're just pushing the right knee away. Breathe. We're going to slowly release the thigh if you have it. Release the right thigh if you're pushing away from it. Bring the right heel down. Switch out the legs, left ankle over the right thigh. And again, flex the left foot. Maybe you're just pressing that left thigh away. Notice that this side might feel very different from the other. Maybe that feels good and you want to stay right there. Maybe you want to lift the right heel. Again, press the left thigh away with the left elbow. Flex the feet. Pull the right thigh in towards the heart center. Breathe. Letting the body adjust to the posture with the breath. One more inhale. Can you pull it in just a little bit more if you can? Exhale. Slowly release the thigh if you're holding on to it. Release the left heel down. Try to bring the heels a little closer to the glutes. You should be able to tickle your heels with your hands. Press the hands into your mat. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift up from the hips. Engage your glutes. Really press your inner thighs towards each other. You'll feel the hamstrings ignite. We really want that because that's what's helping press the hips up a little bit higher. If you want, you can interlace the hands behind the back. Maybe you walk your shoulders a little closer together. Look straight up. Instead of looking at the camera or the video, really press into the feet, into the hands and the shoulders, and lift the hips up a little bit higher. Hold it there. Breath in. Hold, breath out. One more inhale. Maybe you even lift the heels as high as you can go. Breath in. As you exhale, we'll slowly release the heels. Maybe you release the hands one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly, dropping the hips. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourselves a little hug and a squeeze. Start to rock and roll forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, till you find yourself into a seated position. From here, lengthen out through the legs. We're going to do a forward fold. If you want to grab your feet and you know you can't grab there, you can always bend your knees. Grab onto your feet. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do a halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Feel the belly really pull forward. Lift up through the heart. And then from here, we're going to move into our forward fold. So maybe you start to lengthen out through the legs, noticing that the spine is as long as possible, really lifting up. Then start to pull yourself down if you can. If your legs are fully extended, trying to bring your crown of the head towards your toes rather than trying to curl into your knees. Really try to lengthen like you're trying to fold your body in half. Take a couple breaths here. Relax the head and neck heavy. Relax the jaw. Feeling the stretch through the lower part of the spine, through the back of the legs. Breathe. Slowly release the feet, the ankles, the shins, whatever you're holding on to. Start to walk yourself back up. Once again, slide the hips forward. Reach the arms forward. Last little bit of core work. We start to lean back, coming to the ground for 4. Moving with control. Last little bit of core. Yes, you can. 3. Start to look up. Keep that core engaged. Last 2. And 1. Beautiful. Bring both knees into the chest. Give yourselves a hug and a squeeze. We're going to reverse tabletop the legs. Knees are going to come over the hips, parallel the shins. Open up the arms, maybe a T, maybe you cactus out the arms, depending on how much space you have. And then we're just going to let the knees drop over to our left. Again, the same way as we did those crunches earlier, if you need to, slide that left hip to the center of the mat so that you're stacking your hips over each other. Try to press the right shoulder blade down. Look towards your right hand. If you want a little bit more, just for support, you can bring your left hand over the right thigh, not to pull and press down really hard, just to add a little bit more weight into the twist. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes, take a couple breaths here, and enjoy. We'll slowly bring our knees back into our heart center just to give yourself a quick squeeze and a hug. Once again, reverse tabletop the legs, open up the arms, and then we're just going to let our knees drop over to the right side. Adjust that bottom hip back to the middle of the mat so the spine is straight rather than curved. Press the left shoulder down into the mat. Look towards your left hand. That way there's a full spinal twist. And if you went for it on the other side, that right hand can come onto the left thigh. Again, I'm not pulling or pressing down really hard. I'm just adding a little bit more extra weight to that left thigh. And we'll take 3 breaths. Maybe the eyes are closed. Trying to release any more tension you may be holding on into the body. And trying to really enjoy the stretch for the core, for the spine. That's really good for us after all that core work. Slowly bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a hug and a squeeze. We're going to wrap our arms all the way around our shins. Try to grab opposite elbows. Squeeze yourself into a little ball. Bring your forehead all the way into the knees. How much energy do you still have? How much strength is still in your body? Engage every muscle in your face, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the core, the glutes, the legs. Pointer, flex your toes. Squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, open yourself up into your Shavasana. Take up as much space as you need to on your mat. If there's blocks, straps, bolsters, anything in your way, just remove them. Allow yourself to find a place where you can find rest. Shavasana, our last corpse pose of class, is one where we use no strength, no physical strength at least. And we try to relax every muscle in our body. The more we can relax, the deeper we can fall into this meditative state. And this is where we absorb and we gain all the benefits from our practice. It's said to be the hardest pose of yoga. And we'll just do this in an easy way so we can hopefully relax most of the body. We're going to start from the crown of the head, and we'll take a body scan moving down. So as I move down those body parts, feel as your body relaxes a little bit more. Relax into the forehead, into the jaw, and every muscle in your face. Relax the neck. Let the shoulders be heavy. Let the arms become a little bit more grounded. The chest, the core, the hips all being just pulled down by gravity. The thighs, the calves, the shins, down the ankles, all the way down the feet. Allowing our full body to just relax, to melt onto the mat, and to stop fighting. Take one more breath in. And a very slow and gentle breath out. Just breathe, and I will guide you out when it's time. If you're ready to move on with your day, we'll slowly start to awaken back into the breath. Take an inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. One more breath in, fill up. Stick out the tongue, breath out. Start to add some movement into your fingertips, into your toes. Start to roll out the wrists and the ankles. If you went in one direction, opposite way, reverse. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Point the toes away from you. Find a full body stretch. As you exhale, bend your knees. Roll over onto your right side. Bring your hand up and over your solar plexus, right over your belly button. This is where our chakra for our strength lies. Also where our gut lies, as they say. Trust your gut. Find that strength within you. Take another breath in. And a breath out. Slowly press yourself up. Come into a comfortable seat. Eyes will remain closed. Hands will find your heart center. We'll just close out class with one big cleansing breath. Take a big breath in. Fill up with all that strength, all that might inside of you. Open mouth, exhale. Bring your hands to your third eye center right between your eyebrows. One more time. I am strong. Breath in. As we exhale, we gently bow towards each other. Say the words namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're feeling stronger. Let's continue to build on this strength. Follow me for the next class. It'll be right up here. Keep following the flow into nature. We have a variety of classes coming your way, and we hope to see you very soon. Namaste.